Welcome back to my channel, The Business of Nails, Jules Nails by Gail Jules Nails, and all the other things. So before I start this video, I just want to let you guys know I want to give credits to Long Hair Pretty Nails because I did watch her video and decided to create an idea of my own. And also I wanted to give credits to Queen of Nails, right? Because I think that's who did this set also. So anyways, Long Hair Pretty Nails, she had a video that said from $125 to $20 an at-home nail set. So I figured I'll just go ahead and I'll recreate the same thing, but I'll do it for, you know, a higher price, because I actually did this on a customer and this was actually $185. Okay, so with all that out the way, let's get into the video. So these nails, I'm actually using the XXX long nails. So these is like 3XL, and as you can see from the video, these are really long. All right, so I did cut them just a little bit, but my client, this is how she wear them, and she really wants them long. So I try to mimic the look as close as I could, and these are the colors I had. Now when she did her video, she actually used gel polish to do the ombre. Now I have never tried that technique, and this is the technique I always use because I just love colored acrylic. But maybe in the future I'll try the gel polish and see how that comes out with the ombre. But for this particular video, I'm just going in and then I'm just using the colored acrylic. Okay, so now what I'm actually doing, I am just going put some colored acrylic on, and then I'm going to put some nude to the top, and then I'm just going to blend the ombre down. Once I blend the nude together, then you're going to have you a nice XXXL long ombre nail. Okay, there it is. That's a lot of X. All right, so customer, she always wear these long nails, and you know, she is down for the cause. So I definitely love her for doing that. And yeah, so she saw the photo and she was so in love, but she's not on the simple side, you know. Like this customer, she is very extravagant, and she like her own how can I say it, she like her own designs. But you know, she don't mind taking somebody else's design, but she wanted to put it in her own way. So she advised me in the beginning that, hey, we want to get this look, but we want to put some bling on it, not too much, but just a little bit, so it's, you know, exciting. So I know what exciting means for her. So as you can see, I'm just continuing. You know, at this point I'm actually just listening to her, because like I said, customers is always right, and when you're paying $185, I am all ears. Okay, all ears. So I'm actually using the Valentino yellow colored acrylic, and at the time when I was doing this, I don't know what was going on, but this just kind of felt a little bit runny. So I ended up spending a lot of time just trying to get this nail right. I mean, I was actually frustrated at one point. I was like, you know, let me just cut this part out of the video, but I was like, you know what, just go ahead, it's a part of the video, and you just can't show the perfect parts, right? You have to also show the imperfections, because when you do a video, you don't want everybody to think that, you know, the video, nothing goes wrong, because behind the scene, a lot of stuff definitely go wrong. All right, so instead of hiding the stuff that goes wrong, let's just acknowledge and we show you. So when you're trying this at home, you don't think that it's going to take 15 minutes. This set actually took me 3 hours. Now I did, you know, kind of sped up the video in some parts, and I did chop out some parts, and I got it down to about 15-16 minutes, but it actually took 3 hours. So, you know, when you're watching a video and you're thinking it's easy, it's a lot of behind the scenes that's not really, you know, that you're not really seeing, right? So now for this one, I'm actually just trying to mimic the looks, and on mimicking the look for the thumb, this was actually pink. So as you can see, I'm moving a lot faster, just leaning the pink, because at this point I just kind of got the hang of it, and I was just going in, and the colors so far look really good. These were like really bright spring colors, and I really love pink, and I really love yellow, and I really love blue. So this was kind of an exciting set for me also, and to do this set this length, you know, it's definitely beautiful. I remember when I watched the video when Long Hair Pretty Nails was doing it, and I was like, wow, those are so cute. And I was a little bit nervous. I was like, oh my God, can I recreate that set? Like, I mean, come on now. I know I could, But you know, she's been doing nails a long time, and like I said, I have to give her credits to this video because that's where I actually found the idea. But my set is going to be $185, and this is why. Now, as you can see, the length of this is very, very long. And a lot of times people are saying why nails are so expensive, but the time that you put in this, right? So if one nail set is actually taking you 3 hours, then you have to get paid for it. And not even that, just look at the amount of acrylic I'm applying here, right? This is like more acrylic. Like you can actually do 2 people or even 3 people nails with the amount of acrylic, right? So when you're looking at XXL nails and you're saying, oh, it's a lot of money and the length and so forth, you have to take in consideration that, hey, it's a lot of product. It's a lot of product that goes on these nails. Like right now, this nail, you know, just colored acrylic, but by the time I put the gems on there, take into factor the timing, that's when the price really, really start adding up. Right now, if you're doing these shorter and you, like I said, you have like gel polish and stuff on hand and you don't have to use too much stuff, then yeah, you could get it down to $20 if you know what you're doing and you have the supplies on hand. But realistically, if you had to go out and buy the supplies, it would not be $20, because if you had to buy all the gel polishes are going to cost you what, $8, $7 minimal. I mean, and then you need like 5 colors, 5 times 8. You know what I mean? It's going to be more than $20 unless you already have that stuff on hand. And for this, if you had like polish at home, it wouldn't work because polish has to be dried. So gel polish would be your best bet creating these ombres, right? Or colored acrylic. So I understand her video when she said $20 at home set cheap nails, but that's if you already have these stuff. If you have to go out and buy these stuff, I don't think it's going to be $20, right? So in this video, I did not have to go out and buy anything, but for the fact that I am a nail tech, I had these stuff on hand, and this is products, definitely products. All right, so let's get off of talking about the cost and let's go back into the video. So as you can see, I'm actually coning the cuticles. I'm doing this to separate the acrylic from the skin of the cuticle. So, you know, so I can avoid lifting, right? You don't want your customer to be paying $185 and the nails are lifting off. That is definitely a no-no, right? You want to make sure you seal those cuticles and the nails is on tight and everything just looks good. You know, you got to kill yourself off the file. You do what you got to do, because when somebody's paying you a lot of money, you want to do something close to perfect, right? Nothing's perfect, but you want to do close. You want to let them know that, hey, you're paying me some money, but at the same time, I am working hard for you, right? So now this part was definitely a little bit difficult for me. And like I said, I want to show you everything, not just the perfect parts. I want to show you, you know, some flaws here and there. So this right here was my weakest point. Like, I am definitely not good at this. As you can see, if you watch my videos, you know my eye is not so good. I did have surgery in my eyes a couple years ago, like I mentioned, but my sight is way better, but it's not perfect, right? So these lines were a little struggle for me. And of course, I do hate using gel polish. Like, how many times have I said this? So anyways, gel polish is really, really finicky, like between the drying and the running. Like, unless you're using good quality gel polish, sometimes you're gonna have problem with gel polish, and I don't like too many problems. I just like to work. So this looks pretty decent. I don't think I'm doing too good at the bottoms. As you can see, the gel polish right there kind of ran over a little bit. And with gels, you got to take into consideration now, when you dry gel, it's dried. So all the mistakes that could happen when you're doing gel, it gotta happen, okay? It gotta happen before you put that thing in the light. Because once you put in the light, whatever mistake is there, it's there. It's not going anywhere. It's not like polish where you could just clean it up. Gel, when gel is sealed, it is sealed. All right, so like I said, these were actually giving me a little stress. Now, I did do an ice cream cone before in one of my previous videos, and I actually just used the acrylic and I just created creases. I didn't really draw the lines. And as you can see how long this nail is, in her video, she probably did about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about 10 or maybe less of these little stripes. But me, I have to do like a lot because this is a very long nail, right? And like I said, sometimes you guys got to take into consideration how long this nail is and the kind of detail work that has to go into it. and that's why the price is high. Now, this kind of nail is not for everybody, but if this is for you and you wear this kind of nails, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, it takes time, it takes patience, and a lot of accuracy. Okay, so I'm going in and I'm creating the ice cream. As you can see, I'm using some kind of picker tool. You can use anything that could create some kind of hole. That's just really like a dotting tool actually, and I'm just dotting the bottom. So for this, I actually use a technique. It's like a half liquid, half acetone technique, because like I said, for some reason the I don't know if the Valentina was just kind of runny. I was just not having like a good time with that. Not, you know, it was just doing too much. So what I had to do, I had to go in with half acetone, half liquid. So for the big balls that you see, like that big white ball, that was acrylic liquid and the monomer. And then for this one that I'm poking, that was actually acetone. So instead of me submerging my brush in the acrylic liquid again, what I ended up doing, I just submerged my brush into the acetone instead, and that gave the acrylic quick drying time, right? So if your acrylic is runny and you want to give your acrylic some quick drying time, you can do the half and half method, right? But try not to do that. Try not to use acetone if you're just putting on the acrylic on the nail bed, you know. But as far as you can see on this nail, I already did the nail bed. It has brown acrylic, so now I'm just layering. So when you're doing layering, it's okay to use that acetone, but if there was no acrylic on there, do not use that acetone, because that nail will lift. All right, so you want to make sure you have acrylic on there first, like your first layer, something that seal the nail bed to the nail, and then you could go in with the half and half method. All right, so I think on this nail I had a little yellow macron, so that part just kind of slipped me, so I just put some yellow there, y'all. So like I said, I'm trying to recreate the look, but I'm not trying to make it the same exact thing, right? So now my client, she wanted some bling. She's like, just do whatever you want. So at this point, I'm just actually just putting on some bling on the end. All right, so I'm just gonna let you guys continue watching the video, and then I'll come back in the end. All right, so now I'm just going in, putting on some 3D on here, you know, trying to just make it to be a little extra, a little extravagant for her. Not too much, because I still wanted some kind of ombre to show, but this is the finished look. Okay, guys, and I hope you guys like it. And this is like a long ice cream cone, as you can see. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.